Benjamin Franklin famously wrote, "There is nothing as certain as death and taxes," and the parent of any student might add increasing tuition costs to that list.
Now, the cost of college has skyrocketed, probably more than you even realize. Tonight in the Buckley Report, see just how much they've increased and what you can do about it.
This will be my 4th year teaching.
Down in room 301.
When you inherit someone else's classroom, you never know what you're going to find.
Madison Powers worries about making sure that she has everything her kids at McLeansville Elementary need to learn. What she doesn't have to worry about is a crushing level of student loan debt with her degree from Greensboro College.
I graduated with $38,000 in loans. So put that in perspective, I only paid for a year of college, so I'm not mad.
But a lot of folks are when they see that even in inflation-adjusted dollars, tuition is up nearly 750% since 1963. But look at just the last generation. Today's parents paid $6,600 to go to Wake Forest University in 1987 and $12,800 to go to Duke in 1990. Today, both of those schools are more than $63,000 in tuition alone. When if you adjusted for inflation only, Wake would cost a bit more than $17,000, Duke $28,000. So when Madison was looking at colleges a few years ago, at any point did you sit back and say, I may not be able to afford this?
Oh, of course. My father is retired military, and disabled at that, so he wasn't able to have a full-time job after I was about 10 or 12.
But Shift Ed helped Madison pay for college.
I think you have to really think about that.
Wendy Poteet is the president and CEO of Shift Ed, which started as Say Yes Guilford, providing money to cover the gap between what families can pay and what college costs. They provide up to $1.5 million split among roughly 1,200 families each year, from the middle class on down.
We in-house call it the 2-teacher rule. You don't want to have 2 school teachers in Guilford County School and then they can't, they're not eligible for scholarship, so to speak. 75% of our dollars go to families that make $75,000 and below, because those are the families with the most need.
A problem of our own making as colleges act like sponges, absorbing the seemingly endless supply of money we throw at them.
Something you probably never think about is the amount of federal aid. As those dollars go up, colleges are not decreasing their tuition costs. As federal governments are putting more dollars in, they're increasing their costs to be able to get the maximum amount they can from the federal dollars.
Which is why, even though there are roughly 4% more college students today versus 1990, the number of non-teaching positions has more than doubled on campuses that look more like country clubs than the glorified Army bases of a generation ago. One answer may be
the federal Pell Grant dollars, I think, should be probably double what they are now. Even though you get $8,000 or $73.95 to go to school, if the total cost of attendance is $22,000 and you don't have any scholarship money, you still can't afford to go to college.
An even bigger answer could be schools following Duke's lead. The school recently announced it would cover all tuition for North and South Carolina families with incomes below $150,000.
I think you'll see some schools with larger endowments start to do the same thing. I think 5 to 10 years from now, Shift Ed will have had to have a conversation. Being a last dollar tuition organization, do we remain last dollar tuition, or do we become educational grants where we give out money to pay for anything and not just tuition?
So as she now teaches in the school where she was once a student.
Back in 2009, when I was in the 5th grade, we earned these handprints by earning AR points.
Madison Powers believes in the power of that last dollar. So it's fair to say that having Say Yes Now Shift Ed changed your life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure, 100%.
Allowing her to now change the lives of others. Bob Buckley, Fox 8 News.
Important work she'll be doing. Wendy Poteet says one of the biggest ways to make college more affordable is going to your community college for a year or two and then transferring into a North Carolina 4-year university.